What if the reason you crave fast food isn't simply a lack of willpower? Every day, billions of people around the world reach for burgers, fries, pizza, fried chicken, and sugary drinks. We know these foods aren't always healthy, yet we keep coming back for more. But why? The answer lies at the intersection of neuroscience, psychology, biology, and modern food engineering. Fast food companies don't just sell meals, they sell experiences specifically designed to activate some of the most powerful reward systems inside the human brain. In this investigation, we'll uncover how fast food hijacks our biology, manipulates our instincts, and creates cravings that can feel almost impossible to resist. Let's explore the science behind one of the most addictive industries on earth. To understand fast food addiction, we first need to understand dopamine. Dopamine is often called the brain's feel-good chemical, but that's not entirely accurate. Its real job is motivation. It tells your brain, that felt good, do it again. When you eat fast food, especially foods rich in sugar, fat, and salt, your brain releases a surge of dopamine. This reward signal is much stronger than what many natural foods produce. Over time, your brain begins associating fast food with pleasure, comfort, and reward. The result? Cravings become stronger. Resisting becomes harder, and your brain starts seeking that same dopamine hit again and again. This isn't a character flaw. It's neuroscience in action. Most people think addiction happens only in the brain, but your gut plays a major role too. The digestive system contains millions of neurons and communicates constantly with the brain through what scientists call the gut-brain axis. When fast food enters your digestive system, signals are sent directly to the brain, influencing mood, hunger, and decision-making. Highly processed foods can alter this communication network. Certain ingredients may even affect gut bacteria, changing how your body regulates appetite and cravings. In other words, your stomach isn't just digesting food. It's participating in a conversation that influences how much you want to eat next. The addiction to fast food isn't happening in one place. It's occurring throughout an interconnected biological system. One of the food industry's most powerful secrets is something called the bliss point. The bliss point is the precise combination of sugar, salt, and fat that creates maximum pleasure in the human brain. Food scientists spend years testing recipes to find this perfect balance. Too much sugar, the taste becomes overwhelming. Too little fat, the experience feels unsatisfying. But when the proportions are just right, the brain responds with intense reward signals. This is why a burger, fries, and soda can feel more irresistible than many natural foods. These products are not accidental creations. They are carefully engineered experiences designed to keep you wanting another bite. And another, and another. Fast food doesn't just influence the brain. It also disrupts the hormones responsible for hunger and fullness. One of these hormones is ghrelin, often called the hunger hormone. When ghrelin levels rise, your brain receives a signal that it's time to eat. Another hormone, leptin, does the opposite. It tells your brain you've had enough food, but frequent consumption of highly processed foods can interfere with these signals. At the same time, serotonin, a neurotransmitter linked to mood and satisfaction, can become involved in emotional eating behaviors. The result is a biological imbalance. You feel hungry sooner. You feel less satisfied after eating. And your body struggles to recognize when enough is truly enough. To understand why fast food is so powerful, we need to look back thousands of years. Human beings evolved in environments where food was scarce. Calories were valuable, sugar was rare, fat was precious. Our ancestors, who eagerly consumed high-calorie foods, were more likely to survive periods of famine. That survival mechanism remains inside us today. The problem is that our ancient brains now live in a world overflowing with cheap, convenient, calorie-dense food. What once helped us survive now works against us. Fast food exploits instincts that evolved long before drive-through windows, food delivery apps, and supersized meals existed. Our biology hasn't caught up with our environment. Even if fast food wasn't biologically rewarding, powerful marketing would still make it difficult to resist. Fast food companies spend billions of dollars studying consumer behavior. Every color, sound, logo, slogan, and advertisement is carefully designed to create emotional connections. Bright colors stimulate attention. Limited time offers create urgency. Children are targeted early through toys, mascots, and family-focused promotions. And now, digital algorithms track behavior, delivering personalized advertisements directly to our screens. The goal isn't simply to inform you. The goal is to trigger desire, to make cravings appear before you're even hungry. Marketing doesn't just sell food. It sells anticipation. Repeated exposure changes the brain. At first, fast food creates a strong reward response. But over time, something interesting happens. The brain begins adapting. Dopamine receptors become less sensitive. This means the same meal that once felt incredibly satisfying now produces a weaker response. As a result, people often consume more food in an attempt to achieve the same level of pleasure. Scientists call this tolerance. It's a pattern commonly seen in many addictive behaviors. The more frequently the reward system is overstimulated, the more difficult it becomes to experience satisfaction from normal, everyday pleasures. And that creates a cycle that's hard to break. The consequences of fast food addiction extend far beyond weight gain. Frequent consumption of highly processed foods has been linked to increased risks of obesity, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and cardiovascular disease. Research also suggests connections between poor diet and mental health challenges, such as depression, anxiety, and reduced cognitive performance. The impact is felt across all age groups, from children developing unhealthy eating habits to older adults facing chronic health conditions. What began as a craving can evolve into a long-term health burden. The real cost isn't measured only in dollars spent on food. It's measured in quality of life, physical health, and overall well-being. The good news is that fast food addiction is not permanent. The brain can adapt in positive ways, just as it adapts in negative ones. Breaking the cycle begins with awareness. Understanding how cravings work helps reduce their power. Small changes can make a significant difference. Preparing healthier meals, reducing exposure to food cues, managing stress, improving sleep, and creating supportive environments all help retrain the brain's reward system. For some people, professional guidance from nutritionists, therapists, or medical providers may also be beneficial. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress, because once you understand the science behind fast food addiction, you gain something incredibly valuable: the ability to take back control. And that's where real freedom begins.